This is Congressman John Culberson. I wanted to do this video blog today to tell you what we know so far about this new strain of the flu, the swine flu, the H1N1 virus, which is highly contagious. But like any other disease or any other disaster, it's just one we need to deal with intelligently and thoughtfully and rationally. This is a flu like any other disease, so it's one that is, while it's contagious, can be dealt with by common sense sanitation techniques, washing your hands, staying away from people that appear to be ill, making sure that you're not, if you feel sick or if you've got a fever, stay home, get better, take your medication. If you're running a fever, contact your doctor right away. There are ample doses of Tamiflu available. There's about 44 million doses of Tamiflu in the strategic stockpile that you can have your doctor prescribe for you. If your doctor believes you're coming down with the flu, Tamiflu is available for you. There's not going to be a shortage. The Center for Disease Control has a particularly good website that I would encourage you to visit. cdc.gov has a lot of detailed information that you ought to see and will help, I think, put your mind at ease. This is a serious outbreak. The World Health Organization has designated it a level 5 outbreak. It does indeed have the potential to become a pandemic worldwide, but it's just, again, one that we need to deal with intelligently and thoughtfully. As your congressman, I'm paying not only very close attention to it and doing everything that I can to help make sure that we've got plenty of doses of Tamiflu, a strategic reserve on hand to supply in the the medicine that we need to take care of if the outbreak does become more severe. I'm also doing everything I can to work to push Homeland Security to change. Homeland Security actually sent out a memo that claims that they are not turning away people crossing the border who appear to be sick. Now that's nuts, and I'm working to change that policy. There's already a prohibition against people entering the United States with certain diseases like AIDS. It defies common sense that we would not turn away people who appear to be sick with the flu. I'm already working to get the DHS to reverse that policy. Also working to allow DHS to prevent the Border Patrol agents to wear masks. I don't know why the agents can't protect themselves when they're working on the border. I'm also working to make sure, obviously, that the border is secure. That's not the only piece of the puzzle, but it's an important one. And I've successfully led the effort in the Rio Grande Valley, in the Del Rio and Laredo sectors to implement a zero-tolerance policy where the Border Patrol is arresting and prosecuting everyone who crosses illegally, resulting in the lowest level of crossings they've ever seen and a dramatic reduction in the crime rate of over 60%. But the nation's response to the swine flu is one that's got to be comprehensive, focused first on the public health concerns, making sure that we're containing the outbreak. All the hospitals in the country have been given guidelines to immediately quarantine people that appear to be having symptoms. And it's also really important, I can't stress this enough, for each one of us to just exercise our own good judgment and approach this thing thoughtfully and carefully. And I am working also with my colleagues from Houston and experts at the Texas Medical Center to make sure that we're prepared, and we in the Houston area have the world's best medical facilities available to us at the Texas Medical Center, and I'm taking advantage of those experts there in virology to advise and guide me on what needs to be done as your congressman. I'm monitoring the situation closely, making sure that we've got all the reserves of medicine that we need, working to secure the border as I always have for years, and making sure that we apply just more common sense to our government. A little Dave Ramsey common sense when it comes to finances, and a little common sense when it comes to controlling this disease outbreak as well. We'll get through this just fine. After all, we're Texans, and we can survive. No matter anything they throw at us, we'll get through it as Texans. And I very much appreciate your trust in hiring me to represent you in Washington, D.C. Thank you very much.